Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Core Java session. We have started OOPS concept and we have seen overloading. And yesterday we have seen overriding concept and we have taken few examples also. Today we are going to see some more example on overriding. Okay. Now try to observe, guys. We have seen what is overriding. When the simple definition is the parent properties by default available to child using inheritance. First we have to go with inheritance, and then whatever the parents property like method is there in child class, we can reuse those method and we can change the logic. This is the basic agenda for overriding. Okay, we have seen we cannot use private method to override in child class. We cannot override final method in the class. But we can override parent class abstract method in child class. Few points we have seen. Now try to observe, guys, different combinations of overriding. Okay, now try to observe. Now try to observe. This is your parent class. Okay. When I am using this symbol, I am using this symbol means both way it is possible or not. Both way it is possible or not, we will try to understand. When parent is okay, now try to understand. When parent is final, okay, non-final method we are using, okay, or either we are using some abstract method we are using, or we are using synchronized, synchronized, and then we are using strict FP. These are the keywords if you parent is having. Okay, so is it allowed or not allowed? That is what our agenda. Okay, let me open some Excel. Okay, let me keep here. This is parents method. This is parents method. Okay, this is child method. Whether okay, whether this is allowed or not. Here I am using child. Okay, now try to observe. Allowed or not allowed? Better way, yes or no. Okay, yes or no. Yes or no. Okay. Now try to observe. What is the keyword I am going to use? Final. Then we have non-final. Means we are not using any final keyword. Then we are using abstract keyword. Then we are having synchronized keyword. Then we are using what? Strict FP. Okay. Now I am using this symbol. Both way is it possible or not? Okay. This relation, can we exchange that symbol? That is what my intention. Okay. Now child, can we use both way? And what is the status? Let me copy this. Final with non-final. Okay, both way. Then we have non-final. So can we use final? Then we have abstract. Can we go with non-abstract? Right? This is not matter of by hearting, guys. Okay. You have to practice this by applying this keyword. Okay. Nobody can remember this thing. The non-strict. These are the keyword I am using. So, except this case, all cases we can apply. Except this case. Okay. Let me give some color. Let me do some border. Okay. Now, except this case, we will try to understand what I am trying to do. Okay. Now, Now try to understand, guys. So these are methods. We are trying to understand overriding, right? Using this keyword. Okay, now. No. We are using, whenever we are having parent class, so we are using these methods. For example, I am using this method, final method in parent class, and then we are using child class. We will apply this, all this combination, and we will try to validate our statement. Okay, now let me come here. Okay. And one more thing, after at the end of the day, end of the session, I will show you some Spring Boot project also, how it look, what to do and how to do. Okay, what is, but let's continue our example. Let me create one class. This is one class. Okay, I am giving some name, parent. Okay, parent, parent overriding, overriding with keyword, with modifiers. I am giving this name to this my class. Okay. Can I create one method here? Public, public void. ठीक है. Parent method, parent method. ठीक है. System dot out dot println. ठीक है. From parent method. ठीक है. This is the one thing. Okay. Observe, guys. I am creating one similar child class in front of you. Okay. I am giving child overriding modifier with main method. We will test at the same time itself. Okay. So let me come here. Can I divide my screen into two part? Okay. Okay. Drag like this. So you are able to see in this view, right? Now try to observe, guys. Now try to observe. How to achieve first overriding? We need to extend this parent class. Okay. I am extending this parent class. Let me paste here. Extends parent class. Okay. Let me minimize this. Now, can I copy the same method? Same method name, right? I can copy this. Let me copy here. Now we are going to see various combination. What should I give here? From child. From child method. Same method name, same syntax, but only I change the logic. Here it is parent, right hand, right hand side it is parent, left hand side I'm using child. Now try to observe how to create all this method using object, because in static method we cannot call this parent method. What is our agenda? We are going to see this combination. Okay, we are going to see this different combination. ठीक है. Instead of this, I am giving one small c to keep good space in my screen so that visibility will be there for you guys. C dot. Let me create some first, not required this also. Try to observe, guys. We are going to see combination. Na? I can run the program also, but first we will try to observe this combination. When I am using this final final keyword, first we will try to understand this. Parent is final and child is not final. Can I use this keyword? Try to observe. Final. I am saving this. Error came, right? What is showing? Cannot override final method from parent overriding modifier. This is a class name. So we cannot override. Perfect example, right? Similarly, parent is final, child is non-final. So this is fine. This is not working. We are good. Can I use final keyword here also? Let me save this. Let me save this and save this. Also observe, guys, right? Right. Try to observe this. Non-final to final. Means when I am using final, the child is non-final. So we are not able to override. Not able to override, right? This is perfectly we have seen. Coming to second example, I am keeping parent final, keeping parent non-final and child as final. Try to observe. Perfectly fine, right? Okay. Let me create some objects also. We'll try to run what are the output from this. Okay. Now p equal to new parent. Okay. This is our method. And also one more thing, we can copy this and we can use child also, right? With P1 reference, I can use child. Hope you are good guys. Okay. Now now parent object, child object, parent reference, child object. Okay. Now P dot parent method. P dot parent method. Copy this. We need this in all the three places, and we will try to whichever success case is there, we will just try to run that program. P dot what should be the variable name? C, and here it should be P1. Okay. So this is perfectly fine now. This is fine, right? Child is final, parent is not final. Both are saved. No star symbol is there. Both are saved. With this, what we are getting output from parent. From child, this is calling child method. Perfectly fine. This output is printing. Now this is also perfect example. So overriding is possible, right? Now, you know, right? When we have with parent reference and parent object, parent method is called. From child reference, child object, child method is called. Child has modified. Here overriding is we are observing, right? With parent or parent reference, child object, also child method is printing in three cases, right? This is justified, right? Now try to observe. I have kept final. First, I will keep final here. Okay. Now, not possible, na? Not possible, right? Run this program. Yeah, overriding final method. Okay. Parent method. There is some error. Okay. So same way, this is not possible case. Now come to our diagram. So we have validated this statement. Let me check this. Let me mark in one color. This is done, right? We have seen this. We have seen this also, right? Fine. Can we keep parent abstract? Can we keep parent abstract? Let me do that. Clear the console. Clear the console. Okay. Can I keep this parent abstract? We have seen this, right? Abstract. How we can keep this abstract? Let me try. Can I change this abstract? Yesterday we have seen this example, but body we should not like abstract method should be that should not have body na. Let me comment this semicolon here, and the class should be abstract. The class should be what is the error, guys? The syntax error on token public abstract. What is the error? Spelling mistake, guys. Abstract. Okay, abstract. Perfectly fine, right? Now try to observe. So abstract class is there na. What is showing here? All cannot instantiate parent object because abstract class we cannot create parent object, right? Parent object is not possible. So I have to comment this line. Okay. All the example we are seeing by our tabular explanation. From here we have to understand, right? Okay. So abstract method I am using. Can we achieve overriding? What is mean by overriding? Child can change the logic of parent. Child can change the parent logic, right? No. Guys, this is also very important example. Now try to observe. Child is coming. Child is coming. See, parent can hold the child. This is very, very important. Always we have to go in this way. This is very best practice actually. Always call parent and hold the child. So when we are not aware what will be the object, in that case we have to go with this approach. This is not a bad approach. This is practical recommended approach. We will see when to go with this approach, when to go with this approach. Both approaches correct only. Okay. So there is one difference. We will try to see what is the difference. But this child method is printing. So this is also justified when we are keeping parent abstract and child non-abstract. Can we reverse that? Can we reverse that? Let me reverse that. So for reversing, what I need to do? I am removing this abstract. I have to give some body, na? I have to give some body. I have to remove this semicolon. Perfectly fine, right? Remove this also. Okay? No. If I am removing abstract from class level, can I uncomment this? See, I can uncomment this line, right? Because abstract object instantiation is not possible. If somebody asks you what is difference between class and abstract class, you can answer abstract class. If I am using abstract class, abstract class, for example, error is coming, na? Error is coming. What is showing? Cannot instantiate abstract class. In short, so I will remove this. Now say this. Hope you are good till this. Okay. Now. So now I am using what? Non-abstract method. Can I use here abstract? Abstract. Can we use abstract? What is showing, guys? Now try to observe. Make type child overriding method abstract. Abstract class we require, right? For defining abstract. So we need to define here abstract class now. Let me abstract. Abstract. Now what is the error? Try to observe. We cannot create object for abstract class now. We cannot create object for abstract class. I have to comment this line. I have to comment this line. What is the error now? Try to observe. Remove abstract modifier, remove body. You know, right? We cannot add body, right? Enter here, keep semicolon and comment this line. No, comment this line, right? Now try to observe. Now try to observe. Is this combination possible? Is this combination possible? Now try to understand. From parent method. It is calling parent method, but combination is possible, right? Parent is abstract, child is parent is non-abstract, but child is this combination is also valid. Okay. Now we have seen this combination, right? Can we synchronize and non-synchronize? Okay, we will try to understand, right? Okay. Let me uncomment this line. Make this method normal method. Abstract I will remove. Abstract class also remove. Okay. Now save this. I need to remove semicolon from here. Body is a concrete method. Save this. Hope you are good. Okay. Now, yeah, save this. Okay. Let me uncomment this line. Okay. Now, what is the next example? Synchronize keyword. Can I use synchronize here? Synchronized. Synchronized. Don't worry about this synchronized. Okay. See, this is valid case, right? Synchronized case. Okay, means we can use parent method as synchronized, child as non-synchronized. Okay, it is running fine. Okay, we are trying to understand combinations, guys. Can we use this combination in child parent or not? Can I remove from here? Save this. Can I use synchronized keyword here? Yes, we can use synchronized keyword here. Let me run this. Okay, now try to observe. This statement is also valid statement. Can we use strict FP in both places? Let me change here in child strict FP. Strict FP. Okay. I am not using here in parent, right? So it is giving no error. Can I copy this and keep here in parent? Perfectly fine, right? No problem. So these are the, you need to remember what is the purpose of final, abstract, synchronized, strict FP. Synchronized, we are going to see more in multi-threading. Okay. For now, we are not going to use synchronize in more, but in multi-threading, we are going to understand in more depth. Okay. So this is the better. These are the combination are possible while using parent-child relation. Okay. How we can use this keyword now. Now try to observe. Can I create, this is modifiers, right? These are modifier. Now, can we use this access modifier also? Okay. These are also modifier. These are also modifier. Okay. So synchronized strict FP modifier is not a restricting on overriding. Okay. Now, abstract combination is possible, but what happened we have seen, we cannot change the logic na. Combination is possible, right? But we cannot change the logic. Okay. This is not valid case. These two cases are not valid case for overriding. Okay. But with, I will tell you strict FP, synchronized modifier won't, these two won't stop the overriding. These are a valid case for overriding. Okay. Now, these are valid case for overriding. Okay. Now, okay. These combinations all are possible except final. Except final. Okay. Okay. And final, this combination is not possible. That's why I marked as red. Okay. So you have to, now whenever you are answering, you have to think in this way. What you are using in parent, what you are using child. Actually, you cannot by heart. You have to remember the word and then you have to think whether it is possible. For example, what is the purpose of final? We cannot modify something that is called final. What is the, when we are using in child means for some modification purpose only na. So final keyword is definition we are uh, not confirming, right? Means if we are using final keyword, we are crossing its definition na. What is the definition? Don't change me. That is what final. But if we are using in channel child, we are crossing its definition na. So that is why this combination is not possible. Non-final means parents is non-final, but in child they can restrict. That is fine. What is parent? Use my method. If it is non-final, child can decide. Okay, I am using, but now I am taking decision. I want to make it final. What is abstract? Abstract something definition is not there. Means body is not there. If body is not there, means logic is not there. So we are overriding, na? We are overriding, right? We are using inside child and we are giving definition. Synchronized keyword, right? Synchronized keyword for parallel calls. So both combination is possible, right? So you have to think what is the definition of final, what is the definition of abstract, what is the definition of synchronized, then strict FP. Based on that, you can answer. Otherwise, don't you cannot. There may be some more combination, na? Like public protected, private protected, like this. So how many things you will remember? You have to understand the definition only. Then you can able to answer. What is the definition of final? What is the definition of non-final? What is the definition of abstract? Right? If you are using abstract with method, then you have to make that class also abstract. Then object creation is not possible. Everything is related to definition of this keyword. Okay, now try to observe. Copy this. Can I paste here? Delete this. Okay, I don't want this also. Now this is one way only. Okay, now let me give some normal color. Okay, what is the order, guys, of access modifier? Private, very least. Okay, very least. Then next is what? After private, what we are having? Default. You have to think is definition, then only you were able to answer. Then protected, protected. Then we have what? Then we have what? Public, right? Then we have public. Public have all the privileges. Public have all the privileges, right? Now, okay? Now, this is we have to understand. Private is having very less privileges. Okay, this is and public has more privileges. Means permissions. Private has least permissions. Okay, and public have more permissions. In this way, you have to think. Now, try to observe. So here leads to more permission. Then we have to use think in this way. If we are using parent as public, if we are using private protected, then we are having default, means no keyword we are using, then default. Then we have private keyword. Then we are using private keyword. Same way, if parent child is both are public, right? Then if both are protected or public, right? Right, default case. If you are having default, let's say, copy this, right? This is also one more case. Then is overriding is possible in private? We know, right? Not, private is not possible, right? So we need to think whether overriding is possible or not. Let's try what is the combination we are using. Let me try this combination. Both methods are public. Okay. Let me remove other keywords. Others are modifier. These are access modifier. ठीक है? Final, abstract, synchronized, strict FE. These are modifiers. But public, private, default, these are access modifier. It is restricting your access, whether you are having access or not. Now, guys, observe. I am using public. Now, both are public, na? Both methods are public. Perfectly fine. Everything is fine. Right now. This is our normal valid case, which anyone can answer, na? Right. From parent object, parent reference, parent method is up. From child object, child reference, child is coming. From parent object, parent reference, child object, child method is coming. Right? These are because of this result. So public combination is perfectly fine. Okay? Now, the next is, what is our next? Protected. Can we use protected where in parents? Can I use protected? Let me try protected. Protected. I am using protected. Here, it is public, right? No. You have to think what is protected. Then only you can answer. Package level. It is related to package level. Then you have to answer. But if parent is protected, this child is not public, it is perfectly fine. Can I use protected here also? Protected. Can I use protected? At the time of practicing, you have to play with like this. Then only you are able to answer. Perfectly fine. So this is fine. If I am not using any keyword in parent, what does this mean? No keyword, public, private, nothing means what? It is called as default. Nothing means default. I am using protected here. Can I run this program? Perfectly fine. Can I remove? Can I remove here also making default? What is showing? Now try to observe. This is the case, guys. What I am trying to show you. Cannot reduce the visibility of inherited method from parent. Try to observe this. Try to observe this. Protected is having more privilege than default. Protected is greater than default. Na? Protected is more than default. Na? Here protected. Here is child. The ultimate thing is that parent is should have more privileges. Then child is having less privileges means it won't be possible. So can I keep here protected? Protected, fine. If I am removing here means I am making it default. Now I am saving. So default is for default for parent I am using. I am not using default for child. Protected. Child is protected. Compare guys, compare these two words. Here default, here protected. Default, default according to our diagram. According to our diagram. According to our diagram, default is having less privileges. Default is having less privileges than protected. Means this is for parent and this is for, sorry. So now think parent should have more privileges na. Sorry, child should have more privileges na. So this is valid case, right? So the condition here is at the time of access modifier, child class should have more privileges. Let me try in that way. Then you will understand. Now observe. Now tell me guys, according to this diagram, default default is more than private. Even though we are comparing these three, private is not possible. Now can I use public and protected? Try to observe. Try to observe. I am deleting everything. Both have same access modifier. Okay. Now, can I give more privileges to child? Perfectly fine. Okay. Can I remove this? Can I give more privileges to parent? Now, see, public means public is it is allowing, right? This combination is possible, right? Now, try to observe. Next is default. Default we have seen. Okay. Now, try to observe. Now I am using default for parent. I am giving default for parent, right? What is showing? Default methods are allowed only in interfaces. What happened? Did I do default method? Yeah, default method is uh sorry guys, default is one of the keyword which are using for interface. Sorry, default means nothing we are using. Nothing we are using means default, right? So this combination is working fine, right? Default parent is default, then we are using any keyword here, protected, public, right? And protected. Now I am using private keyword. Can I use private keyword in public? Can I use private keyword in public? Private keyword in method? No, not possible na. All is gone, right? All are error. Why? Because we cannot override private method. Hope you are good. So what you have to do guys, you will learn this thing by practicing this combination. Okay. Let me share all these thing in chat so that you can, in this combination, you can practice this. Let me copy this. I'm stopping my screen share for a minute. I'm sharing in channel. Okay. So that you are able to You are able to practice this 1 minute. It will take 1 minute. These are all there may be chances of giving this all this combination in interview. Okay. Now try to observe. I am pinging in the channel. Okay. Try this combination today itself. Okay. Try this combination today itself. Okay. Then only you will understand. Otherwise, you will forget. Okay. Try this combination. That's why I want immediately you guys to practice for this. Now, again, I'm sharing my screen. Okay. So now these are combination, guys. If you know what is public, private, right, default, protected, then you will understand easily, right? Then if you have seen previous lecture, what is final, right? What is abstract, non-abstract, what is abstract classes, non-abstract classes. Then so this is very, very important for interview perspective. Okay. Now next topic. Now our next topic is, can we use static method? We have seen this this combination. Now static versus instance. Static versus instance. This is we have to understand, right? The very first rule is we cannot override static method. We cannot override static method. Okay, now let me give public, simple way. This class public. Are you guys observing? I am giving high privileges to parent. I am giving low privilege that is default to child. Error is there, na? Try to understand, right? High privileges, low privileges to child is not possible. Either you have to keep same privileges. Okay. Now I am giving this. Can I use static method? Can I use static method here? Static. I am using static here. Perfectly fine, right? No error. But is it overriding? Try to observe output. Try to observe output. Run as Java application. What is the output coming? Let me keep here. Downside. This is the output coming, right? When it is coming? When I am using what? Static keyword. This is static method. This is static child method. Right side method is static. Left side method is also static. What is the output coming? Parent calling those method from parent. When child is calling, that is fine. It is now here. Try to observe this part. What is coming, guys? When I am calling parent reference to child, so what is coming? Output parent is coming. Are we able to call this method? Ideally, with parent reference, we should be able to call child method, na? When child object is there, it should call this, right? Can I remove this and then observe the output? This output is coming with static keyword. Static. Okay? This output is coming with static. Now try to observe. Save this both side. Remove the static keyword. Save this. Remove the static keyword. Now try to run. Now try to run. What is the output coming, guys? With instance, this is the output. This is the output coming from what? With static keyword. Where is the difference? When we are using this parent reference with child object. What is the output, guys? This is our output. But here, when we are using static, what is calling parent method? So it is nothing but hiding our logic of child na, when we are using static. So we cannot override static method. We cannot override static method. Hope you are good. Okay. Now No. Let me clear the drawing. Hope you are understanding the example. ठीक है? No. See, guys, you have to watch one time, two time, three time. This especially this topic, and you have to practice. And then you have to think, okay, after applying this keyword, this is the output, and you have to open this in this way only. Keep this parent class right side, child class left side, apply modifier, then run the program. Then you will able to visualize, okay, I am using in this. If you are closing, opening only one class like this, if you are using like this, what will happen? You are not able to see both the classes at the same time. Then your visualization readability will be reduced now. Then you have to navigate here and there. Then it will be difficult. Better open, drag this, and you can able to understand. Okay, now. ठीक है. Left side is child, right side is parent. Okay, now. Again, I am telling you, this is static. This is also static. Save this. If you won't save, then we will find error. Okay, save this. You are getting output. They will give you example like this only in the interview. They'll ask you, these are static method, these are static method. Or indirectly they will ask, they will ask you in this way, what is overriding? Okay. What is the rules? Can we use instance method in overriding? You can say yes, we can use instance method. Can you use static method in overriding? Then you also saying, yeah, we can use static method. Then you are wrong now. So using static and instance keyword, you have to be very, very careful. Okay. Now, so this is nothing but method hiding. How method hiding is done, right? Here we are not able to call child now. This is why, because both parent and child are methods are static. Okay. Now, so, okay, fine. Now we have seen lot of example with methods. Right now, we have to understand overriding with respect to which variable. Did I pass any variable inside this? You can pass int of x, int of y, any parameter, right? You can use int of x, no problem, right? Let me return int of x. I am passing some value. I can pass here also, na. Syntax should be same, na. Now try to observe. Here also I need to change. Ignore this part. Observe on methods only. I can pass like this na in input. That is fine. You can pass something in string also, right? String something. You can pass string also. These are valid cases. Okay. Thing is, we have learned var args, methods, right? Var arg method. What is var arg method? Var arg method. Can I do like this three dots, right? Right. Var arg method. This is method one. Can I use int var arg method, right? So with these three dot, this is called var arg method. Okay, this is from parent method, right? So var arg method, right? Here I'm use. Can I use this here also? Let's try to understand. Okay, we will try to check what is the output. Now, can I remove this? Uncomment this. Try to observe. Try to observe, guys. Okay, I am keeping here int. Okay. Now try to observe. I need to pass some value now, because parent method, see, here it is expecting some parameter. Do I am passing some parameter? Try to understand, guys. I am passing any parameter inside this method call? No. Can I remove this three dot? Save this class. Error came. Error came because this become normal method with normal parameter, right? Now I am giving, so whenever we are calling parent, so it is also having parameter, it is also having some parameter. So it is as expecting, give me some int value 1, give some int value 2, give me some int value, then fine, we are fine. Now try to observe when I am using where our method, three dots I am using. Now, even though I am not passing any value, error is gone na. Because what is happening, it is trying to call this method. So var method is perfectly fine, right? Var is perfectly fine without parameter also, right? Now try to observe. Can I run this? Can I run this program? Can I run this program? Run Java program. What is happening, guys? Are we changing our child logic anywhere? Are we changing our logic? No. So this is nothing but overloading. What is happening indirectly? What is mean by overloading? You know, right? This is the syntax for overloading. This is one method in one class. Okay? Using another class, there is another method with some parameter this time. This is class one inside some class one, and this is inside class two. Inside class you are having this method, and another class you are having method with some parameter. Sorry, not in same class, right? So this is called overloading, na? If two method in the same class with different parameter, this is called overloading. So now tell me in this example, see, we are having one method with index. This method is coming by default by means of inheritance in this child class, right? This method indirectly, this method is coming here, where? Here, right? In child class. So that's why when we are passing without parameter, it is taking this method, this method, this method, because this method is coming by means of using extend keyword by default, na? Inheritance. That's why no error. So we are good. So this is what overloading. Are we able to change our logic? Are we able to change our logic? Means is anywhere child class is printed? No, na? Right? Now observe, guys. Can I give here 1, 2, 3 dots? Now we will run the program. Previously from parents only. Now what is coming? Parent. This is parent object, parent reference. Perfectly fine. Child object, child reference. Child method is called. Okay. So we are able to use this na in this program when we are replacing child class method with varchar, then it will become overriding, right? Hope we are good. Now, one minute, guys. Hmm. So this is the example of overriding na perfectly fine, right? Hope we are good with this example. You have to practice in this way, guys, and keep on practicing. Keep on practicing. Keep on practicing core Java, and so that you are able to think and you are able to answer. Same program practice, same program write in your uh, where ID, just think by replacing why the answer is changing, why this answer is changing. Recall the concept, then you will become expert in core Java. Listening and watching like a movie, okay, yeah, I am getting output is not a big deal. But when you will get, when you are practicing, We will see next concept tomorrow. Okay. I am closing these classes. Now try to observe. Only one overriding concept is related with variable. Then we will start other topic of OOPS concept. OOPS concept almost done. We will see constructor, the static flow, the instance flow. Now try to observe Spring Boot application. What is the structure of Spring Boot application? Where you have to write the code. You are able to see this product service, open service, right? Can I expand this? Okay. Now try to observe the structure of this Spring Boot project. This is the structure of Spring Boot project, right? This is the structure of Spring Boot project. Now, what is there here? This is SRC main Java. You have to write the code inside this. You have to write SRC main resource, configuration related files. You have to write the code for test cases, whatever code you are writing. This is the Maven. You know Maven tool is there, right? Maven is a build tool. It will create a jar file inside the target folder, right? Docker and other things are different. That is different concept. We will see, means I will explain you some free time. Com.xml is the configuration file for Maven. Whatever the Maven tool we are using, its file will come inside this file. Hope you are understanding the structure. Can I now come to where when you come to the project, this kind of structure you have to see. Here you have to write the code. Here you have to write the code in SRC main Java. Let me clear the screen. Clear the drawing. Expanding the package. Now try to observe this package. What is this? This is standard format of coding, right? You are having one main method inside one Spring Boot application. Then you are having package, all controllers related, web controllers related, all model class related, or data JP or Hibernate related in this package. No mix match. So that tomorrow, if somebody want to come, they will come to this package. Okay, what is the controller? What is the model? What is the service? Okay. In this way, you have to think. Application related properties are available in resources. That is why SRC main resources. Database related, okay, other configuration, okay. Okay. So this is how the structure of Spring Boot project looks. This is how when you are going into project, you have to maintain packages, right? Some whatever the company project you are working, that like com.infosys.spring cloud. This way you have to adjust packages name. If so, what is the product for whom you are developing, for their naming convention. For example, you are working for Flipkart. So how will be the com.flipkart.spring cloud, com.flipkart.spring cloud.controller, com.flipkart.spring cloud.model, com.flipkart.spring cloud.repo. In this way, the structures are mentioned. Okay. So this is what Spring Boot project looks like. Okay. And apart from this, yeah, this is fine for today, guys. I'm stopping my screen share. I'm stopping my recording.